Hello YouTube! Today we are unboxing Digital Design's M5. So here we have Digital Design's M5. It is a whopping 27.5 inches long. It is 9.25 inches in width and a 2.5 inches in height. It is pretty damn big amplifier. It actually is it has the most power in Digital Design's M series, and it is the produces the most power in the amplifier in normal use. They have the Digital Design's Jet 2B, which is meant to competitions or higher voltage that produces much more power, but this is in fully normal environment, in core audio environment, 12 and 14.4 volt systems, a best and biggest Digital Design's amplifier, and I kinda like it. Okay, let's find out what more is into it. So first of all, it's a big amplifier, it's heavy amplifier. Actually here is not anything about the weight, but it's I think it was 17 kilograms. I don't actually know what's in pounds or libs. So it's a big amplifier. It has this kind of adjustable bass knob, and it is pretty damn clever. Why? Let's find out. It has a voltage meter, so everything you put in here is shown in here, so you can actually see if your electricity is capable of providing enough wattage, enough amperage for this amplifier, and you see while you bump the bass, you see what the voltage you are running, and it has actually a clipping light into it, so you can see every time the signal coming in is clipping inside the amplifier. If you play a distorted signal inside, I think it will not show clipping here in low voltage, in low volumes, but when the amplifier internally clips, this clip light shines, and it is very accurate one, and you can also check your gains with this clipping light. I put in the description DD Audio's video that explains how you use this clipping light to set your gains. So you have gain bass knob here. It is actually, I think it's gain knob. So when you plug it in with a normal RJ11 cable in here and put gain to the maximum, or if you put gain to half, then this knob will change the gain between 0 and half. So I am going to use it as I put gain to the max and probably have a 1/4 or 1/2 of the range in this knob. That is because if I play something with lower bass or something with lower volume, I can override, I can make the bass louder compared to the music with this knob by increasing the sensitivity of the gain. So this is quite nice, actually nice ABS plastic box and RG11 block here and nice DD logo here. Also with the amplifier you get a certificate which actually tells you that it's passed everything. It's a nice little thing, and a manual. Now the biggest difference between M4A and M5 is that this has a strap link and main connection here. It's a slider here, I will be explaining it to you in a moment. In the signal side, you have input, normal RCAs, pretty good quality ones, protection light and power light, gain, which is from 5 to 0.15 volts. It is actually very, very, very low, 0.15 volts. So basically, if you have a head unit output of 0.15 volt, you can crank the gain up, and this will produce the max power out with just that low voltage. Subsonic is from 10 to 50 Hz, so MP3 format tends to cut down the lower end, so between 10 and 20 Hz you are getting a attenuation already. So this will definitely play those low lows or those sine tones which are manually put in your into your MP3 songs. Bass boost, actually I don't recommend anyone to use a bass boost, just leave it zero. So nothing here, remote control, the default RG11 and a low pass filter from 20 Hz to 200 Hz. So this is not a mid-range amplifier, just the bass amplifier. And then the slider for main strap link in and out plugs here, RCA plugs. And on the power side we have two 0 gauge or 50mm squared inputs for positive side and two 0 gauge inputs for negative side. Actually the cutout here is roughly 12.6 or 12.7 millimeters. The remote which starts the amplifier up is also a same size as these, so that's a 6 millimeter in diameter, and these are the speaker output terminals, which are 6 millimeters. Everything has a hexagon screws in it. So that's basically about the outside of the amplifier. Now we are going to open this amplifier and check the amp guts later, and also what is inside of this remote controller. But now we concentrate on the main and strap and link button. So if you are using the amplifier as a daisy chain connection, seen in here, like so. So you have positive and positive from two amplifiers going into one subwoofer or many subwoofers, or and the lowest impedance you have is 2 ohms. That's 1 ohm per amplifier. You can connect it like this. So positive to the positive, and the slave amplifiers positive output to the negative. So positive, positive, positive to positive, positive to negative. And between the minus side you must have at least twice the amount of wiring in between here that goes into your subwoofer, because this is making two amplifiers to perform like a one big one. Okay. And here we can see how we set up the amplifier for it. So here we have the main amplifier, which is the master, and you have a head unit here that provides the RCA inside, and you put your gain settings and subsonics, etc. here, and then you put this to the main. Okay. And output in here, which is located down here, you connect it to another amplifier's input. That's up here. Okay, and then you put it to the strap mode, and this is strapping two amplifiers to daisy chain connection. So now this amplifier gains everything it needs, gain, subsonic, low pass filter through this output in here, and as it works in one big as a one big amplifier, it's meant to be connected like this. Okay, So now we have a link system. Now link system is meant to be if you have a multiple of amplifiers. Now if you put one amplifier, the head unit provides the signal to first amplifier, then it must be main amplifier or master amplifier. And after that, every single amplifier you hook into chain, you put them into link mode. So this tells the amplifier that it's not connected like this. It has its own speakers in its own terminal, which are maximum of 8 ohms and none less than 1 ohms. So with this you can multiple, for example, if you have 3 speakers and 3 amplifiers, you hook them like this. But if you have 3 amplifiers, you cannot hook 3 a set of subwoofers in it, because this is meant to be only 2 amplifiers in the daisy chain connection. So linking is different than strapping. One thing to note. And if you lost this, you can get this a manual in the Digital Designs webpage in ddaudio.com. It's a pretty good one, and the linking and strapping is a pretty good one. Also, pretty good explanations in the manual. Okay, now let's find out what's inside of this beast. Okay, here we are. We have opened the Digital Designs M5. Actually, let's check out this bass knob first. So inside here we can see that there is another LED under there. So basically when you turn it on, maybe the DD light shines also. And then it has small window for this voltage meter here. You do not see a potentiometer for the voltage display, so you cannot change it, you cannot retune it, so you can take it as it is. Then you have this potentiometer for this bass knob and some minor components here and there, and one microcontroller. I think it's for the clipping light, and RJ11 and ABS box. That's about it. So the amplifier, whoa! It is big, and what I want to explain inside here, the main difference between M4A and M5, as I can see here, is basically these capacitors here and maybe some minor components here and there. So these are, I think these are Samhua. I'm not familiar with that brand. We have Digital Designs logo here, that's a good one. And we have 1% those resistors here, so nothing too low, like 5% resistors. Everything seems to be in order and in good shape. Looks nice. We have 6 large toroids here that produces the takes voltage in and produces enough power for the signal side to work with. We have large capacitors here, so basically this side of the amplifier is where the power is built up and stabilized, and this side here, from here to here, is where the signal is. There are 2 rails, plus and minus rails, that are produced here. So it's a minus side and plus side. I don't know actually if I'm correct here, but let's say that this is plus side and this is minus side. So it basically, the monoblock produces one side of positive, one side of negative, and the signal side transforms the input analog signal into digital format and amplifies, and this amplifier amplifies it between the rail voltages. So these are different than in my old M4A, and that's about it. I can't remember anything else that might have been changed. What I see here, it still has this phase knob here. Probably it's not meant to be built in this amplifier, but the same board is made so that it has a chance to hook a phase potentiometer here. Actually, I would want it to have it, because now when I'm using two amplifiers, I want it to control the other amplifier's phase a little bit, so I can adjust my subwoofers to play in same order, not in different phase. Or I just want to change it to check it out if it helps me in producing more dBs. Here we have two protection circuits that cuts down if the amperage is too high or the voltage is too low. Here is the power side card for the this controls the power side. So we have here a small jumper for, actually it has on 9 volts or off 9 volts. So if the jumper is set to on, it will cut down at 9 volts, and if it's set to off, it will still play under 9 volts. On this side we have the signal side card here, nothing special here. Actually some of the parts have been sanded down, so I cannot see every markings of the cards, so it helps if somebody wants to copy this board. It helps when you sand off the markings of the in the components there. Basically, if you had a 6 toroid, I think Z2B has 8 toroids. These wants to stabilize the voltage. This resists the change in voltage and in amperage. So if you are, if I'm trying to output a 10,000 watts out from it, and it has only 6 toroids, it drains much more amperage inside, because these cannot output enough for the signal side to keep this in higher voltage and higher amperage. Also, if I try to put output a 10,000 volts, 10,000 watts out from it, I think these protection circuits may cut on. So it's a good thing to have large power side in an amplifier this big. Everything looks nice and clean and okay. So that's about it. Like if you like, dislike if you dislike, and leave a comment. What's your favorite amplifier? Do you want to know more about this kind of stuff? I know a little bit of this. I'm not an expert. I just want to look amp guts, and I want to know what these different components are and what they are doing. I'm just a bass head who likes his own stuff and wants to show it off. So here is my M5. I have two of these. I will be connecting them into 0.5 ohms. I have a box rise of 3 roughly, so I will be getting from 1 ohm to 1.5 ohms impedance per amplifier, so it should be okay. Okay, we'll see you on the next video. Leave a comment, like and subscribe. See you on the next video. Bye bye.